Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Boateng TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're going to be talking about a very interesting game that is going to be played tomorrow, and that is Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Stamford Bridge in the Carabao Cup semi-final. This game is massive. This is a London derby, and this is a chance to make a statement to progress on to get further in this cup competition in the finals at Wembley. And I hope it's going to be this team right here. Or should I say this team right here? Arsenal FC. But we have to take this competition very seriously, and I hope so that Arteta picks the right team. But so far, so good. We have been making progress. We have been doing good things recently. We had a win in the FA Cup, so now we're going to be doing this cup right now. So the way we actually got here was through Port Vale, Brighton, and the terrible or nerve-wracking win that we had against Crystal Palace with a shootout that didn't need to be a shootout. We need to, kill that game by sight. But, anyways, we got here and now we're facing Chelsea, who have been on their own sort of changes recently with the new manager, Liam Rossinier, and to see what his impact is. Now, I think this is going to be his first home game as well. So hopefully he's still needs to figure things out that we can actually catch them at a good time lately. So he's been doing the talk, with the press conference, with the slick answers and everything else like that. He's starting to be this likable character, I guess. But can you walk the walk? That's the people are going to be questioning him, So can you do that against Arsenal? Can you do that against a team that is informed, that haven't been beaten in such a long time, So it's going to be very imperative for them to be on their P's and Q's, as it is for us. I want Arteta to take this actually seriously as well. So does he take this seriously with the correct lineup? Does he know the history behind this? Does he know that he needs to win this for him to establish himself as that great manager that he thinks that he is, or says that he is, or portrays that he is, or some fans portray him as he is, that he is such a good manager. But if you're such a good manager or a great manager, so to speak, you need to show it in these games to move on to win the major things. That's what separates from average to greatness. It's all about trophies. It doesn't care how, I don't care how we win it. It may be a shootout that we win, but at the end of the day, if you go throughout the shootout and you play crap or whatever the case may be, and you still at the end of the day win it, nobody's going to be talking about that. Everybody's going to be celebrating that you won this competition. I don't care if it's a minor cup or a major cup, or it's a coffee cup or a table cup, or whatever the case may be. We need to win this game. I think personally we need to win this game, and I hope Arteta is going to take this game seriously with the right lineup and with the right players in place to win the first leg at Chelsea. So I think the starting lineup is going to be Kepa in goal, Urian Timber at right back. Although Ben White did good in the previous game, but I don't think he's going to be up to speed for this intensity. So I think I'll put Urian Timber at right back, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and then I'm not too sure if I would put Miles Lewis Skelly there, but I think he's the only, excuse me, I think he's the only player that's going to be available for that position. Miles Lewis Skelly, he's going to have to be on his P's and Q's, because they're attacking players. I think maybe if Cole Palmer plays, or if Esteval plays, or Pedro, or any of those attacking players, it's going to be a tough time for him. So I just have to reluctantly put him there, Miles Lewis Skelly. And in the midfield, there's going to be Subamendi in the 6, Rice at the in the number 8, and Martin Odegaard at number 10. And the wide players are going to be, I think it picks out for himself. I think because Martinelli scored the hat trick, I think his confidence is so high. I do think he also has a great record at Stamford Bridge, I believe so. So I think it's going to be him at the bridge on the left-hand side, and then Saka is going to be at the right-hand side, even though I do lean more towards Noni Madueke, because to provide something different. I think the X factor of, like, you're playing against your old team, you want to prove yourself. But uh, I don't know. I think, and I'm just gonna stick with Saka, even though Saka does struggle against Kukureya a lot. But that's gonna be my pick. So it's gonna be Saka. And then up front is going to be Victor Gyökeres. Now, we need a performance from Victor Gyökeres, of course, because, those runs, those touches, he has been walking around like you're running with jeans on and heavy boots and all that kind of stuff. So you're seriously looking at him like, is he actually a good player? Is he actually fit? Or how is it that there's such a gap discrepancy between the league that where he was before in the Portuguese league and in the Premier League? If it's that much of a difference, because we have seen players in the past that have transitioned from that league towards the Premier League, but to see that this significant difference is clear as day, it just tells something. But I am still patient with him. I still have faith in him. I still want him to do well. But we're running out of paperwork and running out of excuses. Like, it can't be runs. It can't be some all these other stuff that you need to do. You need to deliver. You need to make more runs. You need to be in the box. Your movement needs to be better. And if you can't do that, you're going to be replaced anyways. And yeah, and then therefore it's going to be a lost cause that we can't rely on him no more, unfortunately. So Victor Gyökeres, I hope you're going to be standing up and be counted for in this game. It's going to be cagey. Do think it's going to be nervous in the beginning minutes, but after that, it's going to break loose, and I hope that we're going to be taking the upper hand. If we manage to win this game at the Emirates, we just need to keep it professional and then move on to the next game. So that's my starting lineup. Who's your starting lineup going to be? Put it down below. Let me know. And what the scoreline is going to be. I predict it's going to be like a tight 2-1 or a 1-0 win. Yeah, I don't see many goals coming, maybe from set pieces or stuff like that. It's kind of getting ridiculous with these things. But hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we're going to be slating, you can't have the other one and not complain about the other. So yeah, just let me know down below what you guys think. Who's going to win, who's going to go through. I think Arsenal's going to win 2-1, KG game. And let's see tomorrow. Peace.